Hello, welcome to the Refectory. It's nice to see some old faces and some new people coming to the bar again. This is our second black card event, so I hope you all got your little black envelopes with your little cards. Keep tight to those. So, as you all had a gin tea to start with, I will demonstrate how to make the ultimate gin and tonic. If we start, how to make the perfect gin tea. You get a long glass, long highball, fill it up to the top with ice. The bigger the ice, the better. And the more ice you have in the glass, that means the less water you have, because ice keeps ice cold. So never order a gin and tonic with no ice. This is bad for you. So we have a slice of lemon. We recommend a slice of lemon using Plymouth gin. Other gins you can use different garnishes, but with Plymouth, just a lemon is enough. A nice measure. Always, using a good gin, always a good tonic helps. And the best thing with this tonic is that it uses nothing artificial, it's pure cane sugar. And complements the gin very well. The best way to pour your tonic is try not to kill the fizz when you pour in it. So don't pour it from a distance, just tilt the glass and just pour it nicely down the glass. And when you're stirring, you just a little gentle stir, move the ice about. So as you can see, all the fizz is there. So that's why you're looking at a good gin and tonic. Lots of ice, good gin, and don't kill the fizz. So the next drink we have is a classic gimlet. Now this drink is a navy style drink, as most of you know. Uses the original used lime cordial to prevent scurvy when you're traveling the sea. Navy gin and a bit of sugar. This one we're going to give you now is a daiquiri style gin. So it's a shaken gimlet using navy gin, fresh lime, sugar, and we're going to serve it with a hot infusion on the side. Basically, this one of the things that we have on our menu, on the new menu, is called the Basil Gimlet. So it uses basil leaves with the navy, the gin, and the lime, the sugar, and it's a hot infusion that we have on the side. We're going to pour it on top of dry ice, and it's going to give that effect of the smoking effect, and all the smell of the aroma and of the basil, the lemon, coriander is going to complement the drink. So if I start making this drink traditionally is stirred, but because it's a daiquiri style, we're going to shake it over ice. So if we start with some Plymouth Navy, big measure. Fresh lime juice, about 15 ml. Bit of sugar syrup, roughly 7.5, put 10 ml. But the difference between a gimlet and a normal sour is a gimlet uses less sugar. You can still use your agave or honey if you're diabetic, so it still works. Fill the shaker with ice. Shake hard. So fine strain the gimlet. Now, where is Sharon? Sharon, please, can you come close? So, now, what do you think of that? It's a bit on the sharp side.
Yeah, it's
but,
a bit sour.
Yeah, okay. So, now, no, Sharon's fine, don't worry. So,
Citrusy.
yeah, so the drink is called a Basil Gimlet, yeah?
Yeah.
So we have everything there apart from the basil. So we have a little container there. Now, on this one,
Yep.
that's where the basil comes. So we got basil leaves,
Yep.
lemon peel, coriander and cardamom.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay,
so hot water.
Yeah.
So that stays there and infuses. So we have some dry ice. Now, before I'll do this, but when we place some silver containers on your tables, please do not touch the dry ice. Just watch it, but do not touch it. Right.
Yep.
So Sharon,
Yes.
this is minus 80, yeah?
Yeah.
So do not touch. So there's no basil in the drink.
Nope.
All the flavor comes from here. 80% of your taste is smell.
Yep.
So
Oh wow.
so smell. Give it a good smell. That's all the basil,
Oh yeah.
the lemon, the coriander, the cardamom. Now taste the drink like that now.
Oh my god.
Big difference, isn't it?
Yeah. Amazing.
So that's our Basil Gimlet.
Shall I take that with me?
You could take it with you.
Well, it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? Shall I take this one?
Leave that behind.
Shall I leave it behind?
No, you can drink that.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much.
No worries, enjoy.
Thank you. Cheers.
Again, you could infuse anything you like. You can make any drink, even a gin and tonic if you wanted to. You could just infuse it with something else just to complement the drink. Because everything comes from your nose. 80% is smell. So when you taste, same as your food. So you could have a different flavor complementing the drink without even being inside the drink. So it's quite a lot of work to do this like for everyone. But if you have a couple of drinks on your menu, a bit different, helps give the people something different to try. So as soon as you get your drinks in front of you, please do not drink them yet. Wait until the dry ice and a silver container comes to you. So the second one is called a Negroni, a classic aperitif. It's a twist on a drink called the Americano. The Americano had sweet vermouth, Campari and sparkling water. This one has sweet vermouth, Campari and gin. So drops of soda water for gin. Classic stir drink. So we start with 1 measure of Plymouth gin. 1 measure of Campari. And 1 measure of vermouth, sweet vermouth. Again, lots of ice and stir well. When we stir in a drink, what we're looking is for about 20% dilution. So we want the ice to melt to give us a bit of water, open the flavors and make it more easy to drink. So almost there, a bit more ice. Now it's there. Now always a chill glass, waiting. So ice, crushed ice is fine. Chill the glass. Now, what we got here, we have a crystal clear ice ball. Now, what you get with an ice ball like that, when the ice is clear, melts 5 times slower than your normal ice. So ice that is wet is full of air pockets. So as soon as the liquid hits, the air pockets break and your ice melts. So even though lots of ice keeps ice cold, so it benefits from a slower dilution, if the ice is crystal clear like that, you get a drink with less far water, but keeping chilling and on the right temperature. So the clearer the ice, we buy them from a company. You buy them big blocks, you carve them down, and you make them into ice balls, and you store them in your freezer. You could make them, but you'll never get them as crystal clear as these people. So we used to make them; they were cloudy. If it's cloudy, it melts quickly. So you need a crystal clear one. So decant your Negroni. Again, when you drink whiskey on the rocks, that's much better than having a glass full of ice. And now to finish the drink, a nice big orange twist. You took grapefruit on that. Orange twist on top, squeeze the oils. Drop inside. Give it a little taste. So ladies and gents, the one you just had, that was the classic Negroni. The first one I demonstrated was a classic Negroni, so this one I'm going to do smoked with cinnamon and finish with a pink grapefruit twist. Again, equal measures of Plymouth gin, sweet vermouth, Campari, again, lots of ice. Same service over the ice ball. And this one, we're going to smoke it using some cinnamon. So we have a smoking gun here. We put cinnamon on top, we light it, we collect the smoke, and then we let that to infuse. This smoking gun is quite good for the house. You can smoke your cherry tomatoes, chicken, anything you want. About 60 pounds. We're gonna let that infuse into the smoking container. Now, the longer you leave it, the more smoke flavor you're gonna get. So you don't really want to overpower it. So a few seconds is plenty. Just remove them and finish with the grapefruit in the end. If you do the grapefruit before, it will get overpowered by the smoke. So fresh citrus in the end is always better. And that's the one you just had in front of you. A smoky Negroni. Cheers. So the next one is a twist on the classic cocktail, the old fashioned. Everyone must have an old fashioned or heard of. It's basically a spirit of any kind, sugar, bitters and water. The first description of the cocktail was 1806 in an American newspaper and described it as a spirit of any kind. In this case we're using whiskey. Sugar, in this case we're using vanilla and raisin, sugar infused. Bitters, we're using peach bitters. And we're using the water, comes from the ice. So again, when it comes to drinks, ice is one of the most important ingredients that we use. So paying attention to the ice is good for us because ice helps you to balance your drinks out. if the drinks, if you had, for example, if you made a cocktail and you did a martini, for example, classic cocktail, if you stir it too much, it's weak. If you don't stir it enough, it's too strong. So you need to get the right balance. So you need the water to melt to give you the right balance. Stir drinks. So this one, we start with some Chivas 18, one of our good blended whiskies. This is a exquisite drink on its own, on the rocks, over an ice ball, it's perfect, or in a classical fashion. So we have a good measure of Chivas 18. So we go for 50 ml. We have some good quality port, in this case a 10-year-old port, Taylor's. So we put 20 of the port. Any port will do, a ruby, a tawny, anything will do. It doesn't have to be 10-year-old. The older the port is, the more dry fruits. Raisins gives you plums, so the more dry fruits you get from the older. So in this case we used a 10-year-old. Here we made some sugar syrup, so it's sugar water, and infused it with a vanilla pod and a few raisins. So we chopped the raisins, we let it inside for 3 hours, and we got vanilla raisin infused syrup. Very easy to do at home. You can make your own sugar syrup, 2 parts of sugar, 1 part of water, dissolve it in a pan, leave it to cool and bottle it. It stays for months. Chuck a vanilla pod or a cinnamon, you got your own sugar at home. So it's very easy to do. So you're going to put 1 bar spoon. So in this case we have the Chivas, the port and the sugar. So we have a spirit, a sweet and the water from the ice. So what we need to add is bitters. A dash of peach bitters. Now, you probably know of Angostura bitters. You drink it with soda water. It's good for empty your stomach. Bitters are there to give you depth. So you can get many different flavors now. Peach, orange, vanilla bitters, Angostura, chocolate. So a couple of drops is enough to make your drink come alive. So the port, the whiskey, the bitters and the syrup. Lots of ice again. And again, stir well for dilution. Now, this is almost ready with the water. Chill your glass. Before we strain the cocktail into the glass, we're gonna wash the glass with some absinthe. Now, nice aroma before we taste the drink. Aniseed flavor. Complements the whiskey very well. So we have an atomizer. Spray on the ice ball. Absinthe. Strain whatever is left and strain your drink. Now with this drink, again, an orange twist, works well with the port and the whiskey. And here we have the new fashion. Enjoy. Now, this punch is named after the Pilgrim Fathers, and it's called Plymouth Pilgrim's Punch. Now, as the Pilgrim Fathers had the last meal in his room before they sailed off to America, so we're just making this punch. Very simple to make at home for a big party. We started with sugar and lemon peel. we muddle 50 grams of sugar, caster sugar, with the peel of 3 lemons. We got all the oils out of the skin, we left it overnight, and we end up with some liquid. Basically, sweet lemon juice. This is the depth of every good punch. So this is the start. You start with your citrus and sugar, you leave it overnight, and you end up with just this liquid. Now, it's not too much, it's syrup, but it's full of flavor, so lots of depth. So, to this one, we're going to use some Plymouth gin, lemon juice, chartreuse, which is a herbal liqueur, pineapple syrup, sparkling water, and some green tea, and finish with some nutmeg on top. Lots of flavors going on, but it's nice delight when you taste it. So we got the oils of the lemon and the sugar in here. We're going to go with a bottle of Plymouth gin. Yes, a bottle.
A whole bottle?
Yes.
A whole bottle?
A whole bottle of Plymouth gin is gone there. We have some yellow chartreuse. Now, you can get yellow and green. The green is stronger, this one is sweeter and less alcoholic. So we got 100 ml. Goes in. This liqueur is made with over 130 different herbs, spices and roots. So we got the gin, the chartreuse and the oils. So we're going to go with 250 ml of lemon juice. So lots of citrus there, 250 ml. Give it a good stir. We're going to go with equal quantities of pineapple syrup. The same as the lemon, 250. Now, again, this is a sugar syrup. We chopped half a pineapple and we left it for 12 hours to infuse. So we get pineapple infused syrup. Again, keep stirring. Now, this recipe calls for green tea. We made a green tea infusion, started hot, and we left it to cool. 3 tea bags for 700 ml of water. Green tea, yeah, green tea. So far we have the oils of the sugar and the lemon, Plymouth gin, chartreuse, the yellow liqueur, pineapple syrup and fresh lemon juice. We're going to have some soda water, chilled from the fridge. For half a liter. Give it a stir. Now again, a punch like that should be garnished with a block of ice. In this case, we're going to use 3 ice balls. Again, you want maximum chill, minimum dilution, so you don't want water. So we're going to use 1 ice ball. 2 ice balls. Three ice balls. We're going to garnish that with some lemon wheels just on top. Sliced quite thin. Now, drinks like this, they were the first drinks ever invented. So you could say that the punch is the grandfather of all the modern drinks that we know today. And it's based on a principle of 5. 1 for sweet, 2 for sour, 3 for strong, 4 for weak, and 5 for spice. The spice is optional, but in this case, this recipe calls for nutmeg. So we're just going to grate a bit of nutmeg on top to give that spicy, woody notes. Anthony and Louis, they prepared some glasses, so we're just going to serve you some of these to taste. I'm going to finish with a bit of nutmeg on top. So again, go over the recipe. We've got Plymouth gin, yellow chartreuse, pineapple syrup, fresh lemon juice, green tea, sparkling water, lemon wheels, and finish with nutmeg. This one is called the Pilgrim Punch with Plymouth gin. Pilgrim Punch. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you very much for paying attention on our drinks. I hope you enjoyed. I know you did. So I hope you all enjoy the drinks. I would like to say a big thank you to my team. So thank you to Esther, Anthony, Louis, and Sammy. And thank you very much.